Hey, 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 beautiful people. It is May the 3rd, 2013 at 11:28 in the morning. It's definitely not night anymore. Oh man, I tell you, April felt like night. Uh, it's been a month now since Ginger had come down from Canada, and we did ceremony here in Crystal River, helping to expand the energy flow from the crystal beds that are underneath here, the southeastern corner of the American crystal bed. And what changes have we witnessed throughout April? It has been absolutely amazing. Um, I'll put a link to Sandra Walters' newest video she just released today about doing the same things on the western part of the country, back where I was during the past few years. But since Ginger and I did the ceremonies here in Dunellen, Crystal River, around this area a month ago, I've had a half dozen persons, groups contacting me saying that they've been called to come do the same things in the same places, and how interesting we're all hearing the messages and stepping forth as gatekeepers to activate and expand the portals, and to allow the higher frequencies to come in, which it is just truly amazing what I feel here and now. There's been major increases in the energy flow here in higher vibrational, the energies for the past month. It's been on a constant step up. I mean, just it's amazing what I'm feeling within my field. And at the same time, those of us who are doing this and who are gatekeepers, who are the walking antennas in choosing to do this mission, because that's what you do, you choose it, uh, we also transmit a lot of the lower vibrational, old world negative energies, karma, debris that is collected here throughout our experience in duality. And it is not fun. And anyway, just as I came out to do this video, I saw the sun for the first time in a couple of days. There's been ever since there was a release, a very strong release. It's almost like in a tar pit when you have a bubble of air coming up through that tar pit. It goes bloop, and all this crap gets thrown all over the place. It really has felt just about that way with the release of these lower energies here over the crystal beds, because crystals, they hold memory. Um, they hold energies that were programmed from various events that here were like during Atlantis, and the crap that we had going on prior to the deluge and prior to this age that we had just experienced, coming through the fourth world, coming through. And anyway, all of that to take us in order so that we can take Mother Earth through her ascension process. All of those lower vibrations have to be released. And many of us as gatekeepers, when we go into these activations, we are also the channels for a lot of that lower energy to come up and out. And so anyway, April was pretty intense. And a lot of us, also in the 3 and 4D world, you were seeing things like the Boston bombings occur. Many of us felt those energies, lower energies, beginning to get exposed, released, and all of the whole duality thing coming in about 2 or 3 days before the Boston scenario happened. And it went on strongly all throughout April. I mean, good gosh. That's part of the reason why I haven't done many videos. And plus, many of you know that I had to do some truck repairs, and I do all my own vehicle repairs and building and stuff like that, as well as my gardening here and taking care of my chicken ladies, and we got more of them. And so all of this has been going on along with the energies, and I just haven't felt like doing video, hadn't felt the calling. I'd really until right now. I mean, like I say, the sun's coming out right here and now, and this is the first time in some time, well, since April was over, that we've had sun. And we've had some good rains here, which helped clean it all out too, and flush the system. And so anyway, the light at the end of the tunnel is being seen now, and it's not a freight train coming at us anymore. But it certainly has been interesting to see all the clearing, all the expose that's going on in the 4D collapse of the illusion. And yesterday morning, since it was raining, I was able to really go through the messages that are sent to me on a daily basis and do some posting. And I spent 4 hours, 4 solid hours, making postings yesterday as quick as I could. As quick as I could verify the information, make sure it's from my good sources, and know that it's current information, and post it. I was doing it, and man, that was just 1 day's worth of news coming in about the collapse of the illusion, and wow. So anyway, people, we are doing it. And if you don't think this planet shifting, you're not opening your eyes. It's happening, and it's happening very rapidly, hugely fast. And the vast numbers of persons awakening on planet with the increased frequencies from all the work that so many of us light workers, light warriors, gatekeepers, channeling these higher energies to allow the awakening of humanity. It is truly amazing to see the world wake up. The May Day protests were absolutely incredible. And you're watching people go through their anger stage. A couple of videos back, I was talking about that exact thing. They're ticked off, but they haven't come into their spiritual awakening. They're still in their geopolitical awakening. And how long it's going to take for everyone, since everyone on planet, all souls incarnate on this planet are here for ascending and to go through this process. Since everyone is here to do that, and it does not necessarily have to be in this lifetime, but I hold that vision that it will be for everyone in this lifetime. It's going on now. How long it's going to take for us to fully transition into the fifth dimensional Mother Earth, I don't know, but it is happening fast. It is happening at lightning speed in comparison to my previous 50 years of experiencing that slow sludge, low vibration, almost like being caught up in swamp muck and trying to walk through it. It seems like you go no place fast. And anyway, things are happening very, very fast now. And my advice to everyone is to don't get hung up about what you see in 5D, in 4D collapsing Earth. Hold on to the 5D vibrations. If you can look, if you can handle it, if you can help to expose that, that helps to awaken other persons. But many persons are light bearers, and actually looking at those things diminishes their vibration, because they that's just not part of their mission. Then there's those of us that do hold very high light and can look at it, and who are way into our spiritual awakening, and we still continue doing that expose so that we can continue the awakening of humanity and let them go through that geopolitical process they've got to go through before they can step into the spiritual awakening. Well, also going on is the citizens' hearings on disclosure, and it's very interesting to have many of my friends who keep on saying and believing and holding the vision for, and I advise them to keep on holding that vision, that we will have disclosure soon, and that our AT brethren will be part of the spiritual awakening in the ascension process of humanity. Now, my personal messages, maybe I should have turned the air conditioner off. It's getting a little warm here in Florida now. We are into summertime. Anyway, my personal messages have always been that that we have to raise the frequency of Mother Earth ourselves, which includes the vast majority of humanity, and take it to a certain level before our ET brethren would even want to land and intermingle with us. I mean, I've mentioned this before in many videos, and there's no need to go into it now, but you know, the ascended masters, the ones that have come before us, and our AT brethren, it's very uncomfortable for them to drop their vibrations to the levels that Mother Earth is experiencing right now, even though there's many of us that are activating portals and bringing in the 5D energies and releasing those lower vibrations. This process has to continue before we're going to have mass landings. But I will say that, you know, the expose of what's going on is helping to awaken and prepare, condition humanity for the eventual ET contact. And there's a beautiful kite. I don't know if y'all see or know swallowtail kites. Let me see if I can catch this. Right there. I don't know if you can see that. Here he comes again. That is so beautiful. I don't know if that's going to come out in the video, but really cool. They are beautiful birds, and I've got a swallowtail that lives right here, just like my eagles, just like my hawks. And luckily, the hawks been leaving my chicken ladies alone. I'm down to 3 of them now. A dog took out 3 more of them in April. Neighbor's dog they had just gotten, and my chicken ladies were roaming all over the neighborhood. My neighbor had let their dog out, and hey, Mockingbird, sitting on top of the telephone pole watching me while I'm making the video. Anyway, I think he just wanted to play with them, and he just took one bite out of all of them, and well, actually on 4 of them, and 1 of them survived, but the other 3 they didn't make it. So we ended up having to get 7 new chicken ladies and a rooster. And they're only 6 weeks old, well, 8 weeks old now, and growing fast, but it's gonna be another couple of months before I start they start laying and I start getting some fertile eggs that we can make some more chicken ladies with. And so anyway, all part of the process, and that dog was just doing what dogs do, and the chickens were just doing what chickens do, and the hawks do what hawks do. And you know, sometimes when that happens, we get emotionally tied to our pets, and we have to let that go. And it's the same thing with humanity, with those persons who we love as we're going through the ascension process at this time. Many of us are advancing so quickly that we have to separate from our family members in order to allow ourselves to expand and to do our mission. And we had to leave them behind, and they're going through their process also. Sandra Walter, who I will put her video, she did a fantastic video this morning on her mission out west and her portaling in gatekeeper activations and duties and all that. And she was talking about, you know, as people wake up and they're going to start thinking that much of their family they were born into was their family monad, which we are on higher levels, but we're all coming from different places, and people get hung up that that this is my family that I'm with, and truly, that was the family that you were born into, and part of your soul group that was here to have the experience of duality and play the karmic games. But as we waken, we start realizing that you know we're we have a far greater family than that which we were born into, and many of us have soul family all over this planet, and even not on this planet, which we're making contact with right now. Um, that is changing as the veils come up, and we start realizing this. It changes our whole perceptions on what family is, and it makes it easier to step back and allow the family that we were born into, many who are awakened and many who are not awakened, go through their ascension process, because everyone is. And as the veils come down and we start hey Zeke, as the veils come down and we start realizing who we are and what's going on here, it's many of us are choosing to expand as quickly as possible into the higher vibrations and higher dimensional awareness, higher consciousness, back to who we are. And we have to back away from our family that we were born into and the friends that we've had throughout this lifetime. And that becomes a very emotional thing. And then there again, once you finally get it, you start awakening to who you are and who they are and why you were here, and you see your family in a much different way, and you start realizing that they're ambassadors for other civilizations that are also here to ascend and to ascend Mother Earth and to ascend their civilizations. Now, they might not be awake and aware to that now. They might have told us we're crazy and absolutely nuts for, for many of our lifetimes, or for, many of our lifetimes, and for throughout this lifetime. And with that, we have to follow our intuition and expand as quickly as possible if we're, wanting to go through that ascension process to the highest levels at this time. And so many things like that are going on with so many people all around this planet. And it's just truly amazing to see, truly amazing to be a part of, and awake and aware at this time, and to see it all. The collapsing 4D illusion, another thing about watching that, many of us, after we complete this ascension of Mother Earth, will be going and helping to ascend other planets and civilizations all around the universe, and watching how this process of transition occurs is something that we will take with us and use and be able to help other civilizations with, because of our experiences here. We are the record keepers. We are the ones who are documenting it, who are living it and experiencing it and having the emotions of that collapsing system, while at the same time consciously going through our ascension process at the greatest level of expansion that we possibly can do, or that we choose to do. And so, it's all, there's so many layers to this onion, so many layers to the nacre on this pearl that we are experiencing in this lifetime, that it's just truly amazing when you finally get the concept of what's going on. Man, I have to say, the bliss that I'm feeling right now and the level and purity of the energies that are coming through right now are beyond anything. They're home. They feel like home, but they're beyond anything I could have ever comprehended, and that persons have ever experienced, because what we are doing here on planet right now, no of the previous ascended masters were able to experience this. The levels of initiations that many of us are taking now are 3 in maybe even up to 4 times higher than what the ascended masters that came before us did before they dropped body or stepped into the higher dimensional doorways. We are doing things that have never been done before in this universe, and we are doing it here at Mother Earth at this time so that we can do it to the rest of this universe, and so that we can be teachers and facilitators of ascensions on other planets and civilizations throughout this universe and the multiverse. That's what Melchizedeks do. There's many of us who realize that we are Melchizedeks, and that's what Melchizedeks are all about. We are persons who have ascended before, and truly everybody on this planet has ascended before from the civilizations they represent. They might not be awakened and aware yet in this life, but they will be, and that's what Ascension is. And all of those civilizations that all of the 7 billion people incarnate on this planet right now represent, all of those civilizations will be ascending. And Ascension is a constant state of expansion. It's not like something that you just get to that point and that's it. It is ongoing till we finally eventually merge back into the one of all that is. And we're on our way. It might take another few billion years, but we're on our way. Oh man. Anyway, I have got my truck and trailer, and I'm not just using a shovel and a wheelbarrow to push all over the 8 acres here anymore. I've got some heavy equipment, my truck and trailer to use now, and I so thank all of you who have been concerned about that and about what's been going on with me this past month while I haven't been doing any videos. And the reasons that I express here are why. And the sun's back out, the daylight's shining, and things are really changing, transforming, transfiguring, resurrecting. And it's such a wonderful time to be alive here and now on planet. Anyway, I've got some chores to get to and to get done, and my own little life on the farm agendas. And thank you all. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And it's taking all of us to make the changes on Mother Earth and throughout this whole universe. And we all have pieces to the puzzle. Everything in existence has pieces to the puzzle, and all those pieces of the puzzle are coming together now, and it feels so very wonderful. I'm putting Sandra Walters' video below this video so everyone can hear her messages of things which were really, I felt, needed to be in my video, but she's already done it, so just watch her video. I love it how we all do that, how, the synchronicities are happening so quickly now, how many of us are getting the same messages at the same time. And we've been watching this for the past 3 or 4 years, but now there's large groups of us that are all getting the same messages at the same time. And rather than needing to discuss it all, sometimes we might, have recognized that a friend has done a fantastic job. There's not too much we can add to, so we'll just point you to their work. And that's what I'm doing to Sandra's video from today. And so anyway, Under the Sea More on this video, you can check out hers. Anyway, thank you all for being you. Thank you for doing what you do, and I love y'all. Bye for now.